Hello class 2. Today we're going to have a look at multiplying a 2-digit number, or a 3-digit number if you're in year 4 as well, by a 1-digit number. So a 1-digit number is one in the, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2-digit number, we mean ones with digits in the tens and ones column. 3-digit, hundreds, tens and ones. Okay. And today we're going to be looking at it with base 10. So they're the ones that look where you've got 1 is a cube or a square, 10 is a stick of 10 cubes or a line, and 100 is a square of 10 sets of 10 sticks or 101 squares, okay, or a big square. So if you have a look at the slideshow, I've shown you how you could get your own base 10 at home, how you could make it just using some paper and maybe a printer if you've got one. If you've not, I've also gone through ways you could do it without a printer. And hopefully that will help you, but we really do need this today. Okay. And we will be looking at this, and today it is with exchanging. So yesterday you looked at it with no exchanging. Today we're going to have a look at it with exchanging. So what happens if you've got more ones than fit in the ones column? So I'm going to move the laptop again so it faces the board, and again you only need to do this using the resources. Okay, so I'm just going to move the laptop. There we go. So the first calculation we are going to look at, and I'm just going to go and grab a whiteboard pen, is 24 times 4. Or, as you could look at it, 4 times 24, because you would get the same answer. So we're going to have 4 times 24. And what we're going to do is write it in column method like yesterday. Largest number goes first, so 24. And then that 4 needs to line up in the ones column underneath and a multiplication symbol. And then with a ruler, draw our equals sign. Okay, and then over here I'm going to show an array. So at home I would use a piece of A4 paper somewhere, or one page of your maths book, and I would make an array like this. Okay, just one that looks exactly like this that I have drawn here. And then I would keep it blank and use the base 10 that you've made at home and move it round and write the numbers I'm about to in pencil so you can rub them out when you need to do another question. Okay, so here's my array. Now I want to do 4 times 24. The 1-digit number goes on this side. The 2-digit number goes at the top, and I need to split this into tens and ones. So I'm going to get my array, and down the middle I'm going to draw a dashed line like this. And then what I'm going to do is on this side will be the tens, and on this side will be the ones. And in 24 I have 2 tens, which is 20, and 4 ones, so 4. And then I'm going to make my numbers. So I have got 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I need another set of 24. Two, 3, 4. Another set of 24. And one more set of 24 will make 4 lots of 24. There we go. And as you can see, I've lined them up, tens and ones all lining up. So 24, 24, 24, 24. And that's my array to show what I'm doing over here. So First thing we do, remember, ones first. In column method, you always do the column furthest to the left first, which here's the ones column. So 4 times 4. Now, we know that's 16. We can do our 4 times table. If I wasn't sure, I could also count these, either going 4, 8, 12, 16, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, counted that wrong, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I could also do that. 16. Now, if I look at the number 16, it is 6 ones, and then that's a 10. So that needs to go underneath the tens column, just like before. Over here, I can take 10 ones, line them up so you can see it's the same. I can take 10 ones and change those for a stick of 10. Okay? Take these and change them for a stick of 10 that I will move to underneath the ones column there. And I'm going to put it in a different way up so I can tell it's different to here, like my 1 there. Right, so next I'm going to do the tens column. 4 times 2. Now that 2 is in the tens column, isn't it? So it's really 4 times 20. So 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 20 is 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And one more, 90. So that is a 9 in there. 96. Okay? So you can see here I've got 96 as my answer. So that's how you do that one. So let's have a look at another slightly trickier example. So now I'm going to have a look at, once I've rubbed this out, going to have a look at 2 times 97. 2 times 97. 2 times 97. Remember, 97 at the top, 2 underneath, lined up in the ones column because it is a ones number. So let's lay this out, which may take me a little bit of time. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9. There's my 90. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. And another 97. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And another 90. I hope you can see that on camera. And another 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that didn't work. So there is 97 and 97. 2 groups of 97. So, as before, we start with our ones. 2 times 7 is 14. 14, 4 ones, and 1 10 that will need to go under the tens column. I can take 10 ones and change it for a 10. That is the same as 10. So I take those ones, change it for a 10, and that 10 goes underneath the tens column. And I've got 4 ones left. 4, then 1 under here. Now, 2 times 9, 2 times 90 is next. So 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 9, 1 is 18. 2 times 9, 10. 18 tens, 180. And you can count them to make sure. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, and then the one more, 190. And in 190, 0 ones, 9 tens, and 100. So we move over into the hundreds column. The 100 you would carry, but there's nothing there, so it just gets popped in. 194. 2 times 97 is 194. Now, year 3, you can stop the video here and get going with today's maths. Year 4, I'm now going to show you an example with a 3-digit number, because your year 4, you are going a level up. Okay, so I am now going to have a look at the example. 3 times 157. So the first thing I need to do is just change my array slightly so that I have got a hundreds, tens and ones column. And I'm going to split it up in exactly the same way, but because I've got a 3-digit number here, one with hundreds, tens and ones, I need hundreds, tens and ones columns over here. So, same thing with the array. The 1-digit number goes here, and then we partition our larger number up. So I've got 100, 5 tens, and 7 ones. And then over here it's the same, just being equally careful with columns. So I've got 157 times, it goes just to the side look of your digit here, times 7, times 3 rather, times 3. So let's have a look at making that. So to start off with, I have got 100, 5 tens, going to put it to, don't quite fit, but we're going to pretend they do, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7 ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And another 157. 100. 5 tens. And 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, and 3 lots, so I need another 157. There we go, 3 lots of 157. So as before, we start with our ones column. 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 7, 14, 21, or you could count them in ones if you wanted to. 21. 1 in the ones column, and then the 2 we need to carry underneath the tens column for the 2 tens, because if I line these up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, let's grab a 10. So to make this equal to a 10, there is 1 10, C, and another 10 and 1 left, 21. So I'm going to exchange those ones for those tens and put the tens under the ones column this way up as I was doing before, if you can just see the ends of those. So let's work out the tens column. 3 times 5, 3 times 50, 3 lots of 50. So 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 50 is 150. 50, 100, 150. You can also just count in tens if you wish to. So 150 and then 160, 170. 7 tens, 100 in 170. 7 tens and 100 gets carried under there. So if we put these together, there is 100. That is the same as 100. So the 100, I'm going to put it at a diagonal to show it's a bit different. And I don't know if you can see this on the screen. Try moving it. I'm just going to put as a diagonal underneath the hundreds column. And that is my 100 there. And then the tens go into there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. So hundreds column, 3 times 1, 3 times 100 is 300. Add the extra 100 is 400. 3 times 157 equals 471. Okay, so like I said, it does get a little bit trickier today, but I'm sure you've set yourselves up yesterday with how to do it, and you can always send me an email if you get stuck. Okay, bye.